Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. All right, T minus 24 hours until liftoff for Houston. I want you guys to pray for me. I'm going to be seriously evaluating if Houston is going to be my forever home. I'm going to take a look into the culture and maybe tour a couple places, colleges that I might want to teach at, and see the culture, see it out a little bit. And so I want you guys to continue praying that it works out. And here's why. I find Phoenix to be very hyper individualistic, but the truth is Houston might be as well. So that's why I have to feel it out myself. Last year I had long COVID during the heat wave, and Phoenix treated me in a very hostile way. Let's put it that way. And what's really interesting is that I was teaching at another community college, and I got very high marks last summer, in large part because I was escaping all of the drama in my personal life. I don't know if that's the goal of people to force you to hide your head in your work. I work with a lot of colleagues who are like that too. They're working in order to hide from something. And so I don't think it's very healthy. It's not sustainable. And so I feel, even though I got high marks, I felt like my job was in jeopardy because I knew it wasn't sustainable. It was only a matter of time before something broke. And so fortunately, my life kind of straightened out before my work kind of completely broke like that. But now the other day, I ran into, I got a little bit too complacent, and I ran into drama with work again for the opposite reason, getting too complacent with everything. And I just find that I'm having a very difficult time with everything. And also, our culture here is very hostile to people who are single. I live with a couple of roommates. The other day, my roommate and I got into two of my roommates and I got into a number of falling outs. First, I had another friend who was very nice. It was very nice of her to set me up with one of her friends. And as a reward, I was going to pour a Holy Cross out of silver. But when I plugged in my furnace, it was Super Bowl Sunday. When I plugged in my furnace, it tripped the circuits. And he was very upset. He shouted, "God, you know, I was going to listen to whatever." It was during the pregame. And you got to remember, the only reason I'm living with him is because I'm single. That's all I can afford. I'm desperately trying to get out of the situation. And even in the process of trying to get out of it, I run into drama. My other roommate, he's an alcoholic. And he and I have already run into a lot of drama because he decides to live mostly in the living room. And he's upset at how noisy it is. He has a bedroom that's bigger than mine. And even then, he's upset about the noises in the living room. He misplaced his cigarettes. What had happened was the night before, he was upset about how much he was smoking. He was stressed, and I said, you should quit because did you know cigarettes are radioactive? It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? He threw the cigarettes at me, and the pack landed in the corner of the kitchen. And I didn't realize he hadn't picked them up yet. Because when I went to turn on a video to show him how cigarettes are radioactive, he said it was bullshit. And then he forgot to go pick up his cigarettes. He went to sleep. He crashed because he's an alcoholic. He got up really early, shouting, "Where's my cigarettes? Did you take because they're radioactive, or did you make a nuclear bomb out of it?" He couldn't find them, and next thing I know, he stormed out of the house. He went to go buy another pack. He came back fuming how he had just spent $6 buying the pack, and now he doesn't have money to put gas in his car and all that. And later he found the cigarettes, and he was still upset at me, saying it was all because of my joke about the radioactivity of the cigarettes. And both of us, I think, he and I are both trying to meet the right people in our lives so we don't have to deal with this anymore. I think we should at least try to support each other, right? Not fight over each other. But that's what I mean by the hyper-individualism of the Phoenix area. This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum